This is what connecting with nature looks like. Some of the greenest greens and the clearest waters I've ever seen in my life. If you visit the city of Kumamoto, you might also want to make the best of it by renting a car and exploring a little more of the prefecture as well. That little more that I'm referring to being Aso. If you are coming from the city of Kumamoto, I would recommend renting a car at a car rental place near Kumamoto Station, and along your way stopping by Musashisuka Park, only half an hour away from the city of Kumamoto. The reason is because that park is the burial ground of one of the most prominent swordsmen in Japanese history, the writer of the Book of the Five Rings and Dokudo, The Way of Walking Alone, Miyamoto Musashi. It is well known that he spent the last years of his life in Kumamoto, and also that he wrote the Book of the Five Rings there as well. After, continue driving to get to Aso. You can start by stopping by the Kabutoiwa Scenic Overlook in order to see it all. This is Aso. The view is magnificent. You can see that Aso itself is a caldera, and the city of Aso is right in the middle of it. Aso City is a small city with only an estimated 27,000 inhabitants. It is a place where you can get away, connect with nature, and relax. They do have the 4 seasons, so be mindful of that when you are making your plans to go there. And make sure you know how to drive in mountainous regions. If you don't know how to drive uphill and downhill a mountain, look it up and learn beforehand. But you can always stay at a hotel or go a little extra in order to be alone and in peace. Find yourself a rental cabin in Aso and let that be your home for a couple of days. After all, that is what you would come here for, to disconnect from it all and have a more real and personal experience. When it comes to personal experiences that get you to disconnect a bit as well, you can go to the Kamishikimi Kumonoi-masu Shrine. It is a hidden mountain shrine on the east side of Aso, often visited by locals to get good luck in their marriage. If you are a fan of Rurouni Kenshin, part of the real-life adaptation movie was filmed here, as well as being the setting for the 2011 Japanese animation movie Hatorubi no Mori A, Into the Forest of Firefly's Light. But aside from that, the place is very serene and peaceful, surrounded by tall trees with Shinto lanterns that line your way up to the shrine. And beyond the shrine, you will also find a cool rock formation as well that people like to hike to and see it. And on the other side, if you feel adventurous and confident enough in your driving ability going up and down a mountain, you have Kikuchi Valley. If you don't feel confident, you can also book a bus tour that will drive you there and take you back, as well as take care of everything. Or you can even take a taxi, although that will be a little bit more expensive. And when you get there at the starting point of this small hike, you have places where you can get delicious food, including this yakitori and shioyaki. And this is what I mean by connecting with nature. If you come by yourself, take the time to sit and enjoy the tranquility of the Kikuchi River and sit on the rocks and take in the nature around you, since that is the biggest element of this region of Aso. You can further see that when you go to another destination there, the Aso Volcano Museum. In the museum, you can learn a little about the rock formation and composition of Mount Aso and observe the mountains around there. Right there next to it is also the Kusasenri Plateau, or grassland, where you can get a horse tour for yourself and your family as they show you around the place. And if not the horse tour, then you can just walk around there yourself and see it all, including the Nakadake crater that lets you know that it is indeed an active volcanic area. That's why, taking safety into consideration, many people prefer to hike Mount Aso rather than the popular Mount Fuji. If you're into hiking, you can also plan for that on your trip as well. And lastly, to close this, Kabutoiwa Overlook is not the only lookout point in Aso. If you are confident in your driving ability, early in the morning before the sun is up, you can make your way to the Daikanbo Lookout and see something magical. Japan really is an amazing and beautiful country. The people are respectful and friendly, and despite having a reputation that has to do with technology, the people always take the time to go out, connect with, and enjoy nature. This, to me, the Daikanbo Lookout, was the perfect way to close this amazing adventure, getting to see why they call Japan the land of the rising sun.